Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a little bit different setup if you're watching the visual. I am at work in my car. I drove here today and I just needed to get this off my chest for an episode. And honestly, I'm like, why not? Who really cares what my background looks like? So anyway, so if you're new here, my name is Desiree and welcome to the podcast Faith Over Pressure. And so today I want to talk about God's placement. Specifically, sometimes is not always a coincidence. And let me tell you what brought this on. So I'm currently at work, like I just said, and I'm at this park that has a little rec center, and where we're having a blood drive here, right? And while I am sticking a donor, and while she is donating, I noticed how she starts to get teary-eyed and sad. And I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, you're halfway done. Are you doing okay? She's like, yeah, it's just bringing up some memories because last time I was here, which was a month ago, my husband was with me donating, and then she was telling me how recently, like a week or two ago, he passed away, and how this just bringing up memories, and how she asked for a color wrap to honor him. A cool man. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry about that. And I was trying to comfort her and ask her questions. And I asked to pray for her, and she left me. And I really offered it to her because I felt moved to do it, and also to help bring her comfort. If that was something that did bring her comfort. And she said she appreciated it, which is good. And then that just reminded me how, like, today, I was like, God, I do not want to go to work. I do not like my job. Like, if you know me real life, you know I do not like my job at all, right? Not at all. I'm not saying it's a bad job. And if you don't know what I do, I'm a phlebotomist, okay? But it's something I just never thought of being in this. Like, I only did it because college didn't finish and I need something I could do in the meantime that made me somewhat decent money, okay? So I was thinking, God, why am I here? Like, it sucks. I'm tired. I'm in pain. And this day just needs to be over with, right? But then when that encounter just happened to me, I realized how God is using well, let me not say it like this. God placed her as my daughter specifically, and it's just coincidence, specifically to show me where I can show people God's grace and love by following in his steps, and help them getting closer to him and bringing them comfort, because in Psalms it says God is close to the brokenhearted. We all know that, right? I remember having these same encounters. Like, this is not my first time hearing this. Like, it's a couple months ago, I had a donor tell me the same thing about how him and his wife used to do this all the time, and then she passed away recently because of cancer. He started telling me about it, and then how he just started crying in the chair, and I tried to comfort him, and he started talking about God with me, and I asked him, can we pray? And he said yes. This type of situations have happened to me at least 5 times working here at a blood center. And then it does make me feel uncomfortable because it just makes me bring up my own issues and trauma with my mom's passing. But at the same time, when these donors ask me about my experiences, and I don't want them to, but they do anyway. They tell me how my story is so encouraging, about how, the grief is a process that they know that they can get through it. And so I just want to say, no, not everything is coincidence. And we may think, oh, what's the point of me being here? I have no purpose. Wrong. You have purpose. You have a purpose. You don't know it, but you have a purpose. If God has not let you out from your current position, there is a reason why you're still in it. Whether it be to learn something that's helping the future, whether that be to help bring people close to him by being a witness, or whatever. right? You have a purpose of being in a season you're in if God does not want you to move, okay? I always used to think, God, why am I still at this job that I feel like for me is a dead end? Like, why? And then stuff like this that happens, and it shows me, it doesn't happen every day. However, if I can bring comfort to people in that type of way, whether they want to play or not, if I can just be a listening ear to someone with that grieving process, because I know how it is, that does make the day better. Like, for me personally, yes, giving blood and helping people give blood is saving lives, and I'm not knocking that. But for me, that's not bringing any enjoyment. For me, it doesn't fulfill me. It is for someone to listen who I may be uncomfortable because I sort of get teary up by my own experience. If that helps them, that brings me fulfillment. Okay? That brings me fulfillment. Not sticking you and getting blood from you. Thank you for your donation, by the way. But that does not bring me fulfillment. Okay? And that just shows me, you know what? I may not know what God always has in store for me, but I notice how when I sometimes have to doubt the process, He gives me little reminders. And He's probably giving you little reminders too of why you're there where you are. You may think, why am I still in this dingy apartment? Hey, maybe you're in that so-called dingy apartment because God knows you will not be able to handle the next luxurious apartment you will move into yet. Okay, God, why am I so single? Well, maybe God wants you to be single because He knows you will not steward the season that you are relationship in correctly because you're not taking care of business that needs to be taken care of it now. Okay, God, why am I still broke no matter how much I work? Maybe because you're not stewarding your finances properly now. So therefore, what you're going to do when you have way more? You're just going to be a broke person still making more money. Yeah, so don't think it's just a coincidence. Sometimes it is, but most of the time it's not. It's God giving you little reminders. It's God showing you that you are there for a reason, whether you realize it or not. And I'm just here to give encouragement because I know how it is to feel like you're not going nowhere in your life, or you feel like the position you're in is not worth your time or effort. And, I'm not going to lie, I still do feel that way sometimes. Okay, I'm still feeling that way here and there. But I'm just here to tell you, please steward the season you are in. You may not realize it now, but there is a reason why you are in the season that you are in. Okay? There is a reason, there is a reason. And if you want to seek the wisdom of why you're in that season for that reason, talk to Him, pray to Him, read the Word. Fasting works. The Lord is close to us. He hears us. He hears you. This is not your time to move yet. Also, the delay in the process could be Him making a better move than what you realize. For instance, you may say, God, I want a, let's say, 2-bedroom apartment, high rise, in a specific city that cost, let's say, I don't know, I'm not going to put numbers out, but let's say that God tells you no, but instead He blesses you with a 4-bedroom household in a nicer neighborhood, and you can still afford the rent. Actually, no, let's take it even further. You bought the house. You're not renting no more. You bought it because He knew you needed to not be a renter no more. He knew you needed to buy a bigger and nicer house in a nicer neighborhood because that is what He has called you for in that season. Not the little dinky high-rise 2-bedroom apartment you was hoping for and praying for. No, He leveled up. God will always go above and beyond for His people, even if it doesn't feel like it is. Okay? Let's give it an example. You may be like, God, we'll say singleness. God, why am I so single after so long? I really want this person. I want this man or I want this woman, depending on who you are. I want this person to like me. And this is some average person who barely texts you, barely takes you out, barely appreciates you and all that, right? But instead, you have to wait, let's say, 5 more years into waiting for your person, and this other person that comes into your life is better than everyone else 10 times over. Wasn't that worth the wait? Wasn't that worth the wait? I'm telling you, God's timing is supreme. Therefore, it's not a coincidence if things are not going the way you are. And God places people in our lives to show us that. Also, before I leave, God places people in our lives to teach us, yes, lessons, but maybe for us to teach them something through Him. Like maybe you're someone that struggles with patience. Okay, I know I do sometimes. That's something of the fruit spirit I have trouble having. But if someone comes to my life, and let's say this person is on my life for maybe a year. Through that relationship I have with that person, friend, or romantic, this person has taught me with God's grace how to be more patient. Therefore, even though that person left me, that person has instilled in me how to keep my patience more, and therefore I can use me having more patience in the next season of life, whether it be a new job that I need more patience for, new people that come into my life that I need to have more patience for, or just have more patience for myself. Okay? Or let's say you're the person teaching a lesson. Let's say you meet someone and they're only in your life for a year. And let's say you are, let's say, I don't know, you could be so small too. Let's say good at cooking. Let's say you're good at cooking and the person you know is not good at cooking. Okay, so you're going to take this year, not on purpose, but you take this year, this person asks you how to cook, right? And this person knows how to cook, and you love their lives for whatever reason, good or bad. And now this person is using their cooking in their next season, whether it be, oh, they're starting a family, oh, now they have to live on their own, or, oh, now they're cooking for other people. You see what I'm saying? Like, God is placing people in our lives, or placing us in their lives, however you want to see it, in order to teach them a lesson through His will. Okay? So I just want to come on here and say, I know it's a quick episode. I'm experimenting different formats, and this is my phone, so I'm trying to see like a clear picture. Okay? But yes, so that's it for this week's episode. I know it's short. I'm sorry. Let me know if you want longer episodes or not. But I am on social media platforms, TikTok and Instagram, Faith Over Pressure Pod. So please follow me on those platforms. And please subscribe to the channel, or if you're listening to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.